All right, my name's Jake Granda. My book is called The Lake by Annalisa Grant. It's a young adult trilogy, a coming of age story. It was made February 2nd, 2013. Similar book is Olivia by Donna Sturgeon. I give this book 4.5 out of 5 stars because it's a really good book. I'd recommend this because I think it's really good for both boys and girls to read. You answer, there's a lot of questions that make you think about yourself and your well being, and just like it makes you really reevaluate life. There are spoilers in this, so I'm just gonna say that straight up. The protagonist in this book is Layla Weston. She's the main character. She's gone through so much heartache and death in her life, but she always tries to remain positive and tries to start anew and tries to not let it hold her back. The antagonist would be Gregory Meyer, which is the father of Will, who she falls for. Not the dad, but Will. He has Will's life planned out, and Layla doesn't fit into that plan. She's a strong, opinionated woman, and he doesn't believe women should be like that. So, from a feminist lens, he's super sexist. My supporting characters are Luke, Layla's uncle. And her aunt Claire. They're both lawyers. They both work with Gregory, and they just try to help her throughout the entire book. They're really great. And then Will's friends, Chris, Will, Tyler, Grant. You know what I mean? The setting's in North Carolina, starts out in Florida, but then ends in North Carolina. The character arc is that when Layla moves to North Carolina, she decides she's going to pack away her past and not let it bother her anymore, but you can't do that. You gotta deal with your past and you gotta move on from it. Or you gotta why can't you mix your past with your present to create something beautiful? So throughout the entire book, she starts to realize that, and she starts to come to terms with her life, and she just becomes herself. She becomes her true self, and she figures out certain lessons that she should have learned probably a while ago, and that she's going to stand up for what she believes in. If she wants to date Will, even though her dad doesn't want her to, she's going to, and that ends up happening, and some stuff happens because of it. The narrative voice for this book is actually first person narrator. Um, some of the character archetypes are the hero is actually Layla Weston, which is from a feminist view. She saves Will. She's the hero in this book, not Will, not the man. The villain in this would be Gregory Meyer. He represents everything evil. The good versus evil would be Layla versus Gregory because she represents everything great in the world. He represents everything evil. The mentor in the book would probably be Luke, because her uncle, because he always tries to give her advice on what's going to happen if they come out as they're dating or whatever. Um, One of the conflicts in this book is that Layla's parents die when at a young age for her, and so do her grandparents when she's like 17. So she has to move in with Luke and Claire, and that's kind of a scary thing. And she wants to start anew and totally get rid of her past, but you can't do that. That's part of the complication. So you can't just get rid of your past. It's going to follow you. It's part of who you are. It made you who you are. Another complication is that when Will and Layla start dating openly, they Gregory Meyer does a house call and threatens that Layla and her family that if they don't stop dating, then he's going to erase her from society. Like, throw away her public records, get rid of her social security card. Like, he can do this and he will do this. So that's the complication with that. Another conflict is that Will and his mom go missing, and Gregory Meyer thinks Layla has something to do with it, and she has no idea what he's talking about. They were just going to go visit their mom's parents for a little bit, and they end up finding their bodies in a car burned. They got in a car accident. They just tried to get out of the way of like a cow or something, and they hit a tree, and the car burst into flames, and they died. So the complication with that is that now she has to try to pick up the pieces of her life without Will. One part in the book for one of her actions is that when Mr. Meyer tells her some things about her parents that she didn't know about like how they blew up a building with the people inside of it, and they actually ended up killing them and having to go to jail for it for a little bit. He did it to startle Layla, and that actually just made her remember who she comes from, what her parents did, and what she believes in. Like, my parents did whatever they thought was right. Um, so that was cool. And then so she goes back into the house and basically tells Gregory Meyer, "Get out of my house, like, you asshole!" Like, gets all up on him. Is like, "Thank you for reminding me where I come from. Like, I believe in what I believe in. Like, I'll fight you." The mental plane of that was that she was really distraught about her parents and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I would be too, but she like comes to terms that like I'm gonna be a badass right now. So it's pretty cool. The moral plane is that I agree. I would have gotten right back up in Gregory Meyer's face. But like, "What's up, dude? Thank you for reminding me what I come from, what I believe in, my past." And yeah, so she like it's like a character arc right there. She realizes who she is. She goes for it. The psychological plane is that her love for Will and her love for her parents is what moves her through the entire book. You know what I mean? She'll do anything to be with Will. The philosophical plane is that the truth sets you free. She found out the truth about her parents, and that ended up like unlocking something in herself and making her realize who she really is. Um, I learned from this is that you have to stick up for what you believe in no matter what, no matter even if it hurts, like you have to do it. You know what I mean? Like it's who you are and you can't bury your past. You can't do that. You have to deal with it and it's going to be part of you. So, yeah, so the book was The Lake and the author was Annalisa Grant. My prediction for the next books is going to be like, I don't think Will's really dead. I think something's happening. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fully correct. So that's my prediction. I really like this book because it really teaches you like things about yourself and things about characters, and you just get really, really involved with these characters. My rating is 4.5 out of 5. I think everyone would enjoy this book because it really just helps you come to terms with some of your stuff, some of your struggles, unless you see them from a different point of view. And this book makes me good on my eyes because it's not like a lot of other books I've read. I haven't read another really book like this book that got me the way this book did. So I think that's really special when a book can do that.